45 million Americans proudly claim German ancestry. Another 25 million trace their roots back to the emerald fields of Ireland, but nestled deep within the rugged, mist shrouded valleys of the Appalachian Mountains sits a third, massive group, one whose true genetic identity has been flattened by history textbooks and overlooked by modern census forms. For generations, the people of Appalachia were told a simple story that they were merely generic Anglo Saxon settlers, part of the broad colonial baseline that built early America. But in 2018, when geneticist Dr. Brian Donnelly and his team at the University of Tennessee decided to map Appalachian DNA against the broader American genetic database, they expected a quiet result. They anticipated finding a standard, diluted British colonial signature. Instead, what the data revealed sent shockwaves through the scientific community. They didn't find distant cousins of the coastal elite, they found ghosts, specifically, the genetic ghosts of a violent, forgotten border war fought 400 years ago in a region most Americans couldn't even point to on a map. Today, we are diving deep into the code written inside the Appalachian genome, revealing what your commercial DNA tests hide and what historians completely left out. Between 1717 and 1775, a massive wave of roughly a quarter of a million Ulster Scots arrived in the American colonies. Historian James Webb aptly described them as the most arriving and least recorded ethnic group in American history. Upon arrival, the conservative Quaker establishment in Pennsylvania found them far too rowdy and fiercely independent, promptly pushing them outward. These settlers moved down the Great Wagon Road, cutting through the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, entering the Carolina backcountry, and eventually ascending into the steep protective hollows of southern Appalachia. This specific migration became the foundation of the modern Appalachian genome because mainstream commercial DNA databases don't have a distinct category for lowland Scots border English. Your modern test results bundle this incredibly specific history into a generic British and Irish bucket. But underneath that label lies a deep genetic truth. Let's break down the actual paternal haplogroups. If you've taken a deep Y chromosome test and your haplogroup comes back as R1b U106, your direct paternal line traces back to the Germanic North Sea coast, the ancestral signature of the Anglo Saxons who settled eastern England. However, if your haplogroup is R1b L21, you carry the classic Atlantic Celtic signal that dominates Ireland, Wales, and Scotland. While coastal American populations show an even split between these two, research by geneticist Maurice Gleason and the Scottish DNA Project revealed a massive, undeniable skew in central Appalachia toward a specific Celtic subclade, R1b L 21 DF13. This subclade reaches its highest frequency on Earth in western Scotland and the Ulster coast. The surnames and the science match perfectly. The textbooks call them Scots Irish, but their DNA explicitly labels them as Lowland Scots and Border English, preserved through centuries of geographic isolation. While the Ulster Scots formed the dominant genetic spine of Appalachia, they were not alone. Two other major genetic streams fed this unique gene pool. The first was the Pennsylvania German population, often mistakenly called the Pennsylvania Dutch due to a mistranslation of Deutsch. In 2019, geneticist Dr. Doron Bahar analyzed this group and broke it into three highly distinct subclusters. the largest cluster, making up over 55% of arrivals, originated from the Rhineland Palatinate, a region completely devastated